Hello everyone, welcome to my YouTube channel. Today I am so excited to be showing you a scrapbook page. I'm going to call it a Shabby Chic kind of style scrapbook page. So the first thing I'm going to do is show you how to set up the base page, and then basically you can embellish it from there. So I'm going to be starting with the papers, and then I'm going to show you each step that I take to build the page, I guess. So the first thing you're going to need is 3 different sheets, and what I would recommend, this is the Prima paper pack, the romance novel collection, but what I'm going to suggest is you need, for the actual base of the page, you need something that's, you know, it can have some pattern on it, but it needs to be fairly neutral. So this is what I'm picking as the first base of the page, and then the next paper that you want to choose is one that's going to pick up some of the colors in the first page that you picked, but again is fairly muted. Like, you don't want this one to be too busy. You will be seeing this page, but you're also going to be covering it, so that's going to be your second piece. And then your third piece is going to be the one that is the most busy. So and we're going to be trimming this one down, but you're going to see a lot of, well, a chunk of this one in the layouts. Okay, so the next thing you want to do is, when I think of Shabby Chic, I think of a lot of distressing. So the first thing I'm going to be doing is distressing the base page. So I'm going to be using this, again, it's a Prima product, it's their distresser. So you have the edge here, which has like a little blade that you can run along the side, or you can use this side. So I'm going to start with the blade, because I want to get some kind of decent distressing going on. So basically what I do is I hold it, you know, here, and then where I want to distress it is right where my thumb is. So and then I just sort of keep going down the page, and in this case I'm just going to be distressing it towards myself. Okay, so I'm happy with how that is. So basically, you know, you just want a little bit of distressing around the whole outside of your base page. Okay, so the next piece, what you want to do is trim it down to 10.5 by 10.5, and you're going to be doing the exact same thing. You just want to distress the edges, and then we're also going to be doing another kind of technique on here. So again, for this one, I just wanted to distress the edges, and I didn't want to have too many tears going down into the paper on this one. We're going to be doing that on the next layer, but this is the distressed edge, and now I'm going to be doing some stitching. I'm going to be doing some stitching around the whole outside of this this piece, just to add some texture and interest to the page. So I'm going to do that, and I'll come back and then I'll show you the next layer. Before I actually show you the stitching, I just wanted to show you how I'm going to set up my template for the stitching. So with Close to My Heart, we have this foam mat that is over 12 inches long, and then about 4 inches wide, and then we have this, what we call our stitch guide. Oh, you're not gonna be able to see that. Our stitch guide. So the way it works is we have several different kind of shapes. Like there's rows, there's the loops, there's the 2 rows together if you want to do a zigzag stitch, and then several shapes, so that you could do circles, you can do hearts, you know, the hexagon and that sort of thing. So I'm going to be using this to place my stitches or my piercing marks in my paper. Line up, just put the guide right on the paper, and then create our stitches where we want our stitches to go. So okay, so I finished my stitching, and in this case I chose a color, the kind of baby pink color, and I wanted it to be like to kind of tie into the colors in the other cardstock pages that I'm going to be using. So I just did that stitch along the whole outside. So the last piece of cardstock, so this is your busiest one, you're going to, I cut it 9 5/8 by 9 5/8. You can sort of decide what you want, like how big you want it. But basically, as a guide, when you're going to be putting this one on top of the one before it, so I just want it to be small enough so that I can actually see the stitching on the other page, because it you know, if you make it too big, it'll cover the stitching. What I'm going to do is, I've already distressed the edges on this one, but I want to create some tears into this page. So basically, all I do is I'm going to be like just tearing the page here, and then I'm going to be curling those down. So I did one in that corner, and then I'm going to be doing one down here. I kind of want it the opposite corner, like that. And then I might do one on the side here. And this is just going to add some interest and to the page. So basically, I've done one there, one at the corner here, and then the biggest one, I'm going to be folding these back, is going to be in the top corner here. And in most cases, I use paper that's double-sided. So when you kind of when I kind of roll these edges back, you're going to be able to see the paper behind there at this point. So you take your base page, and then you're going to be taking your next page, and I'm just going to be centering this one on here, and then I'm going to be taking the smaller one and centering it on there. So that's the next step. So go ahead and do that, and then I'm going to show you how I embellish it and what I do from here. Here is my completed page. So I'm going to be using this as a title page. I'm making this layout for a friend of mine. It's her mom's 65th birthday, so I'm actually making an album for her. So this is going to be the title page, and this is a picture of her mom when she was a young girl. So basically, as far as the paper goes, I really just have the 3 layers that I originally talked about, and then I just put in this little kind of journaling note behind the picture right there. But other than that, it's just all of the paper that I originally used. So I did stick with my original tears, just the 3 tears, the one on the top, the one here, and then the one on the bottom here. There's a couple of chipboard pieces here. I did like the little cluster of flowers down at the bottom, and then there's 2 chipboard pieces here saying love you. And then I added in the sparkle flourishes. These are from Close to My Heart, and I always like to put ribbon on my layouts and my cards. Actually, I find that it just adds texture to the page if you do that. So I just put in this organdy ribbon and then added this little charm dangling down from it, and a little bit of washi tape that comes with the romance novel collection. And then I used my Martha Stewart butterfly punch, and I punched out 2 of them just so I could layer it up on top of the other one, and then added some of the sparkles down the spine there. And I think that's about it. This is a tab that comes, and then I just wanted to put my friend's mom's name there. So this is the layout that I created today, but I actually have made a couple other layouts like very similar style to this, so I'm just going to show you those as well, just so you have other ideas. So this is one I did a little while ago. It's actually using the Avonlea paper pack with Close to My Heart. So in this case, I actually chose to do a few more of the tears. So there's more here, and then there's a couple down on the bottom. And then I made these roses on the Cricut. And there's another one of those butterfly punch outs. These are actually from the Close to My Heart Cricut cartridge. I think it's the Art Philosophy or Artiste. I'll let you know. I'll look it up and then I'll let you know. So there's 2 butterflies there, and then again some of the swirls. And then these words were some of the words that coordinated with the Avonlea kind of, I think they were canvas pieces. And then here's a little pull-out, just like a sneak peek. There's a little hidden kind of envelope back there, and then you can pull this out. So that's one of the layouts that I've done. And then the last one is this one, and this one's a bit more basic. I don't have a title on this one yet. I should put a title on here. Probably put something here, and then this one's very similar to the last one I showed you, and there's again another little pull-out tab here for a little bit hidden journaling. So I hope that you found this video useful, and I hope that you get to try one of these layouts for yourself. They're really fun, and They look so amazing in person. Thank you so much for watching, and until next time, happy crafting. Thanks. Bye-bye.